challenge there. Goal kick's been given. Hoists it forward. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Guerrero. Forward it goes. Vinicius Junior. Done very well to intervene. Lam. Goretzka. It's on a plate, has a hit! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
This is proving to be a very good spell. The intensity is great, but they've got to make it count.
Olsen. Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. Forward. What does he try from here? Diop. And they've got it back as soon as they gave it away. And it's played forward. Tulelo. Valverde. Vinicius Junior has it out wide and inspect. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Goes for half-time. So a really good half of football, 3 goals, and just one separating them.
It's kind of a hard one to call, Peter, isn't it? I mean, from what we've seen so far, both sides have provided ample evidence that they can add more goals, and I'm sure their respective managers have reminded them that the next one will be pretty crucial. So it's going to be interesting to see how the teams come out for the next period.
Well, it remains very delicately poised, and based on the promise we've seen through the first 45 minutes, I wouldn't be surprised if this takes another twist or two. It certainly would be in keeping.
Madrid head into the half-time break with a narrow lead, 2-1. If you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. No changes at the interval from either side. It's a very good battle there, terrific to watch. Lam. Oh, it's opened up nicely for him. Referee has just said play on. Valverde, very firm in standing his ground there. It is a tough, full-contact contest. It's a brilliant interception.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Pantovic. Kimmich plays it forward. And it's hoisted clear. And it's Goretzka. And it's kept out by a stubborn defence. It's found its way to him. Turns and goes back. Kimmich. And here's Kane. It's Kane!
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
This isn't the time to talk about risks now, Jim, is it? They just have to hurl everything at it and hope for a break.
Just has to be done.
Out to the right. Calabria. Vinicius Junior did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Kimmich. Goretzka. And here's Kane. What an adventurous run from a defender. It was always going to be the keepers. Well, they can break here. Kane. And he's there to hoof it away. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Stankovic. Oh, good ball. He's making good use of his strength there. Just refuses to be out-muscled.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Khan. Kane. It's got through to him. Knocks it away. Kimmich tries lifting it over. Heads it! He's trying one! And they've been caught. Shoots! That could come back to him.
He was just a little too eager to get his chance here, and it could have level matters. Davis.
5 minutes left on the clock. It is just a question of running down the clock now. Throw in. Ceballos. Forward it goes. Thiago. Ceballos. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Pantovic. Davis. Kimmich. Stankovic. Dangerous. And the referee brings it to a close. Madrid have held on. Knife-edge game, single goal margin. Well, a very warm welcome to you on this most pleasantly clear evening. Conditions absolutely beautiful. Perfect for the beautiful game. Temperatures are kind as well. No doubt playing a hand in high attendance levels as well as an elevated level of anticipation here. Surely this is the hot ticket going around in this neck of the woods. It surely must be. This one of the great amphitheatres of the game. You are welcome to it, and indeed to one of the grandest fixtures. This is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Yes, Peter, it's a shame it's only a friendly, but then again, that may help us see a more expressive attacking contest. And I'd be prepared to settle for a clash of lesser intensity in favour of lots of flair, skill and plenty of tricks and a few goals. I suspect I've probably overstretched my level of greed here.
If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Hits one! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Well, he accepted the invitation to have a pop, and that defence was confident he wouldn't succeed.
Tries to get it forward quickly. Hoists it forward. Well played, he saw that coming. Face to face with the keeper. Goes for goal! He's delivered all right! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Now that's what I call finishing, right in the corner. He knew instinctively who was where and didn't need to waste any time weighing things up. That's a cracking goal.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Saka. Swung over, in with a header! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Good effort, very good effort. He would have at least wanted to make the keeper work, though.
Just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
And what do they try to achieve?
Well, it's obviously a move to push the opposition wide men back and give them more to think about.
That's just very well played. He can't hurt you with his back to goal, and he didn't go for the back heel.
It's a fine challenge and it goes his way. Good run, ultimately thwarted by an astute piece of defending. Crowd appreciates good football all round there. Played out to the right. Well read, he sorted that out. And it's played forward. Rice. He's gone for it! Forward it goes. And the through ball is intercepted. That's been won straight back.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
It's a loose ball. Real chance! And the ball's come out. It's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Reaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Tries to get it forward quickly. That's found its target. Tries to get it clear. to the left it goes. Pass needed to be better than that, and he knows it. And he's there to clear it. Over to the left. Played in again. Good clearance and very necessary. Repelled by the keeper. Chooses to go back. Rodri. That's pretty clear. It is a foul. It's another dead ball chance. And the first half is done. So there you have it. Close sport half of football. It still had its moments, but ultimately produced just one goal. More than decent game up to now.
Well, they definitely won't be happy with that half. They seem to lack a bit of desire, especially going forward. It wouldn't surprise me to see a change or two.
We're off again.
Well, I'm sure the managers talk the talk, and now it's time for these players to walk the walk and deliver a rousing response to a rousing team talk.
Plays it out to the wing. It's a promising ball. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Hoists it forward. Rice. So who's he picking out? Lovely bit of skill there. That's one way of trying to make things happen. There's a few who could follow that example. And it's played forward. And you can get that clear. Now surely!
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
Needed a better pass there. And the counter is on. Hervé. Ball's loose, who's getting there?
Good stuff. This is better.
Jim, there's not too much subtlety or sophistication about this, just the goalkeeper to beat. Got a sight of... He's had a shot! And that has put paid to that. And the shot! Goal! sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Well, the referee's seen the board and he's going to allow a double change to go ahead now. Cuts it out. He could have been in, just needed a better final ball.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Tries a shot! Oh, superb reflexes from the keeper. Oh, surely that deserved better.
It's easy to say it, but difficult to stop it when runs in behind are being made like that.
The changes then in quick succession. It's a throw in. Kovacic. Forward it goes. Put paid to a promising move. Has a shot!
Well, that wasn't in the script, and you have to feel for it, Peter. It's ended in some embarrassment.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Well, games like this, Peter.
That's surely a foul. Free kick. There's going to be another change here. He's had a look.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Manchester get it back again. Lofted it. Towering header. Can he get the shot away? They've scored! And they're back in front.
Manchester are really pouncing on any stray passes in midfield. We're talking seconds from interception to the back of the net. It's counter-attacking heaven.
The changes then in quick succession. Manchester get themselves into the lead.
Oh, it was a long time coming, but I think it's fully merited. They've applied themselves extremely well.
It's come loose.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Tries to get it forward quickly. Bernardo Silva. Ruben Dias. Rodri. Crunching tackle.
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
Into the channel. Kelly. That's clear cut. It's a free kick. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. And it's Bernardo Silva. it upfield. Bernardo Silva gets it back, battles to win it back. And the shot! Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Terrific contest, it quite easily have tipped either way. Well, good evening to you and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football. Conditions are absolutely splendid and the folk of this town have come out in their droves for this match. Why wouldn't they? It is an ideal circumstance for what could be an ideal game. Everybody has been attracted to it. It has been the talk of the town and the buses have been packed, double-decker buses lining up outside. Coaches have carried thousands of away supporters here too, and all of it adds up to make it terrific. A real chance! Goal! France!
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. That was all very well drilled.
Well, that has certainly made things interesting. It could be in here. It's a loose ball. Gnabry. Pantovic. And here's Kane. Very well to intervene. Hernandez. It's got through to him. It's on a plate. And the finish! They've scored! And already they're looking to run away with it. Simplicity itself.
Yeah, I really can't say enough as to how good the final ball was. It took the defence out of the equation for that split moment, and the damage was all done.
France take a 2-goal lead, and things should be comfortable from here on in.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
Plays it in. Tries to get it clear. Turns and he's gone for it! It's broken loose. Neuer gives chase. Goes for goal! And he's there to make a great save.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra-sharp.
Keeper has beaten it away. Into the box. Timely intervention. Olsen. Ball's loose. Who's getting there?
just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
And what are they trying to achieve?
Well, it's obviously a move to push the opposition wide men back and give them more to think about.
Another corner then. Defending of the desperate for... And a shot! It's anyone's ball. Referee has just said play on. And now they can launch a counter. Olsen. This is quite a run, and he's not done yet. He wasn't very far from making something happen by himself. Lovely to see. Needless to say, he was expecting a better ball than that. Diachi. Dembele. Right through the middle. Oh, well defended. That had to be done. And now the breakaway.
That's just an example of overcommitting, and they're fortunate for the quality of the intervention. It was vital.
Now surely France have a free kick. France presented with the perfect chance here to open up their lead. Dembele. Ready. Dembele! Chooses to go back. Out towards the flank. It's come loose. Hernandez unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Kane. Diachi. Reaching half-time and still behind. It'll make something happen now. It's gone for a throw-in. Goretzka goes looking. Good ball, it's found its... Has a hit! Half-time rapidly approaching. That could be a big one. Oh, whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel. This is threatening to become a really good game.
I think they can sense a comeback here, and so can this crowd. It's all systems go now.
Tulalo. That's a good ball. Tries a shot! Oh, and with that, the half-time whistle goes. Oh, a really good half of football. 3 goals and just one separating them.
It's kind of a hard one to call, Peter, isn't it? I mean, from what we've seen so far, both sides have provided ample evidence that they can add more goals, and I'm sure their respective managers have reminded them that the next one will be pretty crucial. So it's going to be interesting to see how the teams come out for the next period.
Well, it remains very delicately poised, and based on the promise we've seen through the first 45 minutes, I wouldn't be surprised if this takes another twist or two. It certainly would be in keeping.
The start of another 45 minutes. So, 45 minutes to turn it round. Olsen. Fingers on the back foot. Now it's Goretzka. Nicely measured pass. Surely a shot.
Yeah, he was under pressure to get that exactly right. He couldn't even think of the consequences. It was instinctive, and rock solid.
Keeper sends it forward. Dembele spreads it towards the left. Forward it goes. Is it out of harm's way? Back for a throw. There is some activity down on the touchline. Seems there's going to be a change. Q.Tan. He's pinged one through here. He's got away. And the shot! He has done it! He was never going to miss from there.
Oh, players like this fella almost have a sixth sense to get themselves in such great coaching positions. How quick-minded was that?
This has become one superb game. Great leap! Shame, that was nicely worked.
Dembele fully deserves the plaudits for setting up the chance.
Kane tries to get it forward quickly. Kimmich. Crunching tackle. Dira. As they might, they just couldn't get into an attacking area. Olsen gets a good foot in there. That's Dembele. Dembele, good take. Oh, shooting chance! Goal, France! And again they hit the front.
And how about the timing of the pass and run? They've worked it before, and no doubt they'll work it again.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. France go into the lead. Diop. They've got it back as soon as they gave it away.
Oh, it's good stuff. This is better.
Jim, there's not too much subtlety or sophistication about this. It really is a question of needs must.
Just has to be done.
Q.Tan. And the counter is on. Could be a chance here. Has a pop! Well, that's a foul. Which side of the line is that? Well, the referee has given a free kick just outside the box. He'll fancy himself from here. The changes then in quick succession.
Well, who knows, Peter? It may turn out to be a pivotal moment when we're reflecting back.
He's gone for goal! Oh, he's pulled off a fine save.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
This could spell danger. Shoots!
So close to joy level.
Well, the level of urgency is shot up, and that's promising now to maintain it.
Diop.
Peter, they have to fight the onset of desperation and keep enough cool heads to still deliver.
Oh, that's a fine challenge.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Now can he finish? That intervention was very necessary.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Unieza. They are right into last chance territory.
Well, it remains to be seen whether they can come up with that little bit of class to rescue the situation, and it needs to be any time now, really.
Olsen. Mbappe. He's got the ball, he has a pop! He's pulled off a fine save!
Well, as Tesco, Peter, the keeper has just received an A+ grade.
Oh, smart save! And it's Rabiot. That looks a good ball. Pantovic. Forward pass. Hernandez. So that's it. It is all over. A fine advertisement for attacking football. A really entertaining game. So many talking points. In a way, a shame anybody had to lose. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
It can be difficult at times playing in front of your own fans if you're not living up to the expectations. And I think with confidence looking a little fragile at the moment, they were playing not to lose more than trying to win. And I think everything was just a letdown because of that.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. Well, a very warm welcome to you on this most pleasantly clear evening. Conditions absolutely beautiful. Perfect for the beautiful game. Temperatures are kind as well. No doubt playing a hand in high attendance levels as well as an elevated level of anticipation here. Surely this is the hot ticket going around in this neck of the woods. It surely must be. The ultra-modern home of Arsenal, a symbol of their class, their timeless sophistication. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Oh, get ready for some high-grade football, Peter. Two strong teams, as you say, full of wonderful individual talent. And we have every right to anticipate some really entertaining football. As to whether we'll see a high-scoring contest, that's a little harder to predict. I'm not complaining, though, because there are good players everywhere you look around this surface, and that's a fine start in itself.
We have already started here. Who do you, Jim, see making a difference here?
One of the game's best ever, Cristiano Ronaldo. He brings a power to whatever he does, and his unquenchable thirst for goals is always an enjoyable sideshow. It's very rare he fails to leave his mark.
Yeah, the easiest way to make a difference is to score, so no argument there. Diving header! Brave effort, total commitment.
Well, he can't be accused of not being brave, Peter, and his boss will give him the thumbs up, I'm sure.
Cut out in the nick of time. The counter is on for Portugal. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Well, needless to say, he was expecting a better ball than that. Lam. Now it's Goretzka. Bruno Fernandes. Portugal, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Olsen. Kane. Out to the right. Goretzka. It's out for a goal kick. João Cancelo. Bruno Fernandes. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. He's gone for it! Goal! Portugal! And Portugal score first! Given such an open invitation, he was always going to shoot.
Yeah, and all engineered, Peter, by some smart running and movement. That's already something to admire, but how about the pass? Just wonderful. Loved it.
It's one! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Well, there are a few pockets of space that are being exploited, and they need filling, and fast.
Goretzka, forward it goes. Kane. Kane. Up to meet it! Another fruitless header.
Well, there's nothing wrong with the service. They've just been very wasteful in the air.
And it's played forward. Mondi. Bruno Fernandes. And a shot! And that certainly packed the punch. It's Gnabry. Ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. Guerrero. Goretzka. Gnabry has been caught there, it's a foul.
Well, these are the sort of opportunities, Peter, that really need to be taken when you're trailing. There's pressure on this one.
He's shaping up to have a crack from here. So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. And here's Kane. He's got it, and he's got shapes to shoot! Goal! That has certainly made things interesting.
Yeah, for me, both sides are strong and well-matched, and I think you need to be a good player to be out there right now.
This could spell danger. Lahm tries to get it forward quickly. Pinged one through here. He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Look, he's offering an apology to his teammate, who's clearly miffed at not being picked out despite making what looked like the right run.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Pedro Neto. Chance! Goal! Portugal! Into the lead once more.
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front. They really commit forward in numbers.
And that'll be the last act of the first half. level, 3 goals, and just one separating them.
It's kind of a hard one to call, Peter, isn't it? I mean, from what we've seen so far, both sides have provided ample evidence that they can add more goals, and I'm sure their respective managers have reminded them that the next one will be pretty crucial. So it's going to be interesting to see.
Looks a foul. Yeah, referee's given it. This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. João Cancelo drives it forward. Cristiano Ronaldo. João Cancelo. Pedro Neto. Vitolo. And back to base. Ruben Dias. Joe. Hoists it forward. Goretzka did really well to intervene and dispel the growing danger. And it's Goretzka. He goes long. He spotted the run and played him through. Kimmich tries to get it forward quickly. He's got options out wide. Goretzka, it's found its way to him. Oh, shooting chance! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
It's easy to say it, but difficult to stop it when runs in behind are being made like that.
João Cancelo. Mondi. And it's played forward. Goretzka. Diop. João Cancelo. Pedro Neto. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. That intervention was very necessary. Tar. Guerrero. Guerrero goes looking. And it's been taken straight back. João Cancelo.
Good stuff. This is better.
This isn't the time to talk about risks now, Jim, is it? They just have to hurl everything at it and hope for a break.
Well, there's no two ways about it. This is what they have to do.
No, that's not the ball he wanted. throw. It's offside. Yes, it is.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Vitolo. Pedro Neto. Diogo Dalot.
Portugal are looking to make this one safe. They want to reduce the risk.
Oh, that's a fine challenge.
Peter, they have to fight the onset of desperation and keep enough cool heads to still deliver.
Diop. Kane. Going for goal! They've done it!
Oh, listen, the writing was on the wall. It looked like this was going to happen, and it has. Yeah, looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
Well, the instruction from the manager would have been, go on and make yourself a nuisance and see if you can snatch a goal. Mission accomplished.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Well, the referee's seen the board, and he's going to allow a double change to go in. Goes for goal! It's off target and by quite a way.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
Ruben Neves. Uniesa. Well, they can break here. It really is now or never. They need a goal however it comes. There's no flag. Official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time.
They're making life really hard for themselves. The ball needs to be in the mixer, not there.
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, nobody is totally satisfied, but it was a more than decent game, a super watch, and it ends in a draw. Portugal succeeded in minimising the damage caused by their numerical disadvantage. Well, a very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence. Dembele! Superb goal!
What a start, and what a contribution from the main man. I had a feeling he might do something, given his reputation, but to do it like that, absolutely brilliant. I wasn't
Going for goal! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Well, none of us were exactly sure how that was going to end up then, but I'm delighted to see such a happy ending after such a...
Has a pop! He's scored! Well, how's that for a class finish?
I just thought he knew exactly what he was doing by feigning to move one way and then readjusting back. Controlled trickery.
Wigan get themselves into the lead. Modric. It's offside. Yes, it is. Nicely measured pass. He's one-on-one! Got a sight of goal. He's gone for it! Yes, it's there! And that really is so impressive.
I think he just thought about trying his luck from further out there, but why bother when you can worm your way through a defence like that? It's terrific play to get through and score.
This is quite a battle.
Yeah, it's always a dangerous time when you've just scored. You can easily lose focus and then bang, you're pegged back again.
Joe. Lee Kang-in. Defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
I think it's great to see that kind of application and desire from a forward who wants to help out his defence. I think, you know, any good team, really, your striker should be the first line of that defence, and he's delivering.
It's come through and he's had a quick, massive lead! Just couldn't turn it in.
Well, being able to generate that amount of activity in the box means it's hard not to pick someone out.
Lee Kang-in, out to the right. That'll be a throw-in. Lee Kang-in, he's got options out wide. Has a goal! Gets good distance on it. Joe. Lee Kang-in lobs it in gently. Goalkeeper's ball. Pleasingly open affair so far. Goals wherever you look. And he's going long. Looking for a corner. Marquinhos can get it clear. Samba. Halfway through the first period, and he's looking quite a game here. What an adventurous run from a defender. In with a header! That's a half-decent try.
Good effort, very good effort. He would have at least wanted to make the keeper work, though.
Mondi. Lee Kang-in. Dembele plays it out to the wing. Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. Well played, he saw that coming. Goal! goes for goal! Tries to get it forward quickly. Done very well to intervene. And it's played forward. Kadira. He gets past his man. And here's Dembele. Can't get the better of his opposite number. Lee Kang-in. Dembele. That would be a corner. The assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. We are into overtime. He's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. So the last big chance perhaps before half-time. There is the half-time whistle. Milan come out of the half that has been quite extraordinary on many counts. High-scoring, truly exciting, but neither side able to hold a lead.
It's kind of a hard one to call, Peter, isn't it? I mean, from what we've seen so far, both sides have provided ample evidence that they can add more goals, and I'm sure their respective managers have reminded them that the next one will be pretty crucial. So it's going to be interesting to see how the teams come out for the next period.
Quite a half. More of the same, please. Score at the interval, 2-2. And the game has already resumed here. Dira. He's played him through. This could spell danger. He's had a shot! They've scored!
Well, this guy is just not your average footballer. Alert and sharp. And while one or two others were still digesting the manager's half-time team talk, he's already delivering another lead. What a good player. Well, that defence just wasn't expecting their midfield to mess up then, so when they did, they were caught completely cold by such a swift breakaway and such a well-worked finish too.
He snaffles his third, and that earns him the match ball. He's had a goal! That's a waste.
It was a first touch to die for, and it set him up beautifully.
Hakimi. Hernandez. Mondi. Forward it goes. And here's Dembele. Timely intervention. Hoists it forward.
We can assume that they've been instructed by the boss to stay in attack.
They're just looking to break, aren't they?
Yeah, the key now is just to get the ball to them as soon as possible.
And here's Dembele. Hoists it forward. Well positioned to make that interception. Lee Kang-in. Good ball, it's found its target. Samuel. Someone looks like he's in need of protection here.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
And that's sprayed out wide. Oh, Real tries a shot! They did it! Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down! Just so calm under pressure.
Oh, this fella's as slippery as an eel the way he freed himself to score. I mean, for that defence, it was a case of, now you've got him, now you don't. Brilliant.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Well, the referee's seen the board, and he's going to allow a double change to go ahead now. So, all square, and not for the first time.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
Real chance! Straight at the keeper.
Well, from a good position, the keeper really ought to have had to work harder.
Not offside that time. Hernandez. Hernandez. Marquinhos. And it's played forward. Jard does well there. Alert. Florenti. He's got away. Oh, shooting chance! Sticks it away! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
That's always a great sight, you know, on a football pitch. Nimble-footed, show great balance and a really cool head to finish. And that kind of dribbling is really smart.
Milan go into the lead.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
That's a decent ball. Cut out in the nick of time.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Right through the middle. Well read, he sorted that out.
Milan are looking to make this one safe. They want to reduce the risk.
Forward it goes. Oh, it's Dembele. He's in! Tira! Really well taken goal. Dying minutes, and we're all square again. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, I think two keepers would have had a hard time keeping that one out, never mind one. There was real venom in the strike and clear composure from the placement.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. All square again into the dying minutes. Loftus-Cheek. Pinged one through here. Gets up to head it! Oh, what about that! And that may just do it! What a super header, dispatched beautifully.
Yeah, I just thought he wanted that more than anyone else on the pitch, and it was fully deserved. He gave it everything he had.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's how you make an impact as a sub. You know, when most are tiring, you can impose a freshness and energy to best effect. What an introduction.
Milan take the lead. Now it's just a question of hope. He's fouled him there. He is going into that with a black book. And it's Florenzi. Looks to clip it forward. And that's it. And that's bounce-back ability. Responding superbly to come from behind, shrugging off setbacks along the way, and determinedly getting there in the end. So a dramatic game decided in its very last moments.
Well, I just think that determination and persistence has paid off handsomely to squeeze the win out of a draw. Sometimes it comes down to grit and desire and the stubbornness to keep plugging away. And this has been great staying power.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. Well, a very warm welcome to you on this most pleasantly clear evening. Conditions absolutely beautiful. Perfect for the beautiful game. Temperatures are kind as well. No doubt playing a hand in high attendance levels as well as an elevated... It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Good stop. That wasn't easy.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
And that's been levered clear. He's there to hoof it away. João Cancelo. Ruben Dias. João Cancelo. Pedro Neto. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Can he find a finish? He's had a goal! Portugal! And Portugal score first!
The understanding between those two plays a big part in that, and releasing the run on side proved the key ingredient.
Chelsea trail at this early stage. How will they respond? Chelsea are working the ball as only they can.
Well, Peter, and it's a style that requires players of high-caliber technique to move the ball about quickly in tight areas.
Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Pedro Neto.
quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Well played, he saw that coming. Joe. Portugal scored early, of course, and the score is 1-0. Has a goal! It goes! All too easy! They are in danger of disappearing out of sight. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, I think two keepers would have had a hard time keeping that one out, never mind one. There was real venom in the strike and clear composure from the placement.
Portugal take a 2-goal lead, and things should be comfortable from here on in.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Turns and goes, shoots! This has gone, that's foul. Joe. Aimed into, goes for goal! Movement there, but not the best of finishes.
Now that was a slick move, and there were several options in the box to pick out.
Tries to get it forward quickly. Cristiano Ronaldo.
Pedro Neto.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Hits one! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again.
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they've perfected that on the training ground, because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front. And they really commit forward in numbers too. It was all very well drilled.
Portugal take a 3-goal. Oh, shooting chance! Hoists it forward. Has a pop! They've scored!
Well, that defence just wasn't expecting their midfield to mess up then, so when they did, they were caught completely cold by such a swift breakaway and such a well-worked finish too.
So is this the start of a comeback? Vitolo. João Cancelo. Oh, that is lovely footwork. Whipped in. Firmly met. Pedro Neto. Could move up a gear here. Loose ball, who's going to get there? It out wide. Surely a shot. Chooses to go back. Shot a goal! First 45 minutes.
Well, it's hard to say whether a 2-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive or not, but so far I haven't really seen enough to indicate that the opposition can come out in the second half and improve to that degree.
Portugal are broadly in charge, but the contest is still alive at 3-1. So we're just settling back into this second half. Cristiano Ronaldo. João Cancelo. Well weighted. And here's the chance to... And the finish! It's in! The second half off to a spectacular start!
And how about the timing of the pass and run? They've worked it before, and no doubt they'll work it again.
He's made it two, and no doubt he's hungry for more. We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, I think they probably needed an early goal in this half, just to...
That's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. Bruno Fernandes. Ball's loose, who's getting there? He's had a shot! It's in! Two to the good! They have breathing space! Portugal in 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
Pedro Neto. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter. We can assume that they've been instructed by the boss to stay in attack.
They're just looking to break, aren't they?
Yeah, the key now is just to get the ball to them as soon as possible.
Bondi. Forward it goes. Has a pop! That was mighty close. Cristiano Ronaldo. Now, can he capitalise? It's the goalkeepers to play. He's found his man. Trying to play it through.
Peter, his body shape was a giveaway before he made the pass, and its obviousness was appreciated.
Vitolo. Pedro Neto. It has got through to him. Played out to the right. Could be thinking, has a hit! Oh, the ball's come loose! And that has been cleared. Ruben Dias. Vitolo. Well read, he sorted that out. And it's played forward. And now the breakaway. Gets the better of his man. Cut out in the nick of time. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. It's a loose ball. Right through the middle. Oh, it's opened up nicely for him. Pedro Neto, the scorer already in the game. pinged one through here. Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, real danger here. And it's kept out by hits one! Steps it away! And the lead is 3! It is surely done! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, you know, sometimes it pays off not to think too much about things, just put your foot through it, and that was a good example. Great contact, and the keeper had very little chance.
I've got changes here from both sides, in fact. Portugal blast themselves into a 3-goal lead. Pedro Neto battles to win it back.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Lobs it in gently, and he's cut it out. And that is that. Portugal are irresistible here. Dominant, utterly ruthless. Only ever one result. A comfortable win. Your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Yeah, looking back on this, the early goal had a big influence on what unfolded and allowed them to dictate with comfort.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. evening, wherever you are, on this most pleasant evening. There has been a clamour to get inside the ground tonight for a much-anticipated game. The roads outside of the stadium have been bumper to bumper with traffic. The car parks are full. There is a torrent of humankind making its way from the nearby station, and we expect every seat to be filled. An atmosphere of great expectation and excitement. This place simply a monument to the game. So much prestige, so much pride, so much passion whenever football is played here. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Yes, Peter, it's a shame it's only a friendly, but then again, that may help us see a more expressive attacking contest, and I'd be prepared to settle for a clash of lesser intensity in favour of lots of flair, skill and plenty of tricks and a few goals. I suspect I've probably overstretched.
Has a pop! That's a half-decent try.
Good effort, very good effort. We would have at least wanted to make the keeper work out.
Nice to get it forward quickly. Bruno Fernandes, well positioned to make that interception. Gabriel.
Manchester have pushed both fullbacks into quite advanced positions here.
Yeah, that's interesting. So what are they attempting to do?
Well, it's a bold attempt, in my opinion, to occupy the opposition in a way they're not expecting.
Rodri, great strength, too strong for his opponent. Bruno Fernandes goes up and it goes for goal! It's a mistimed tackle and it is a penalty. So a big chance now from 12 yards. This to go one up. Time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Well, that's the way to take a penalty. Stand up, pick your spot, and blast it home.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Well, just listen to the reaction. I think you can hear the approval from the support all around the stadium.
Hardly anything between the sides, and it's 1-0. This could spell danger. Plays it out to the flank. Well, that's not the cross he had in mind. Not one readily to admit defeat. Don't be surprised if he tries that again. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. He gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Yeah, and he's just entered the last chance saloon. One wrong move now, and he's in trouble.
That's sprayed out wide. And it's a corner. Can't get the better of his opposite number. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Well, they say that your front lads should be that first line of stopping the opposition, and I think he's taken it to another level with his desire to get back and help everyone out.
Could be a chance here. Shot a goal!
Oh, it's die-hard defence and the willingness to put his body on the line. Very impressive.
Good take, and he's had a real chance! He scores! With half-time at hand! Perfect timing! Lovely goal. That's a foul. Simple decision for the referee.
Oh, that's a sparkling save, absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra-sharp.
Whistle goes for half-time. Well, it has been an even contest, as the scoreline suggests, and it has been more than decent to watch. So, both teams heading off for the break. An interesting game has brewed up here, hoping perhaps for a little bit more from both parties in the second half, but the score at half-time is 1-1. So we're just settling back into this second half. And that'll go straight through to the keeper. Gabriel. That's been won straight back. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Tries to stroke it through. Casemiro. Casemiro goes looking. Bruno Fernandes. Going for goal! Hoists it forward. It has got through to him. It's one! He scored! And the comeback is complete! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, I think two keepers would have had a hard time keeping that one out, never mind one. There was real venom in the strike and clear composure from the placement.
Tries a shot! Oh, crucial block!
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Jim, there's not too much subtlety or sophistication about this. It really is a question of needs must.
Well, there's no two ways about it. This is what they have to do.
Big chance! Oh, there's some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change. It's out for a goal kick. Gets it back. Gabriel. Bruno Fernandes. And here's Rashford. He's gone for it. Rashford. In for the follow-up. They are right back in business. He was so alert to the possibilities there. Great stuff.
Oh, players like this fella almost have a sixth sense to get themselves in such great poaching positions. How quick-minded was that?
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's how you make an impact as a sub. You know, when most are tiring, you can impose a freshness and energy the best effect. What an introduction.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Quite a thriller this one's become.
Oh, I think the coach will really be annoyed with that. The players were still thinking about their goal. They just got caught napping.
Just needed to be better than that, and he knows it. Oh, and the shot! This could fall anywhere. He's going after it. Chance! It's a goal! And they're back in front. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Now that's what I call finishing, right in the corner. He knew instinctively who was where and didn't need to waste any time weighing things up. That's a cracking goal.
He snaffles his third, and that earns him the match ball.
That defence must be sick of the sight of him. He's been persistent and ruthless all game. He just hasn't stopped working.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Look, I just think they've kept at it, got their reward. Now they need to hang on to it.
The leveller or the knockout blow. Either way, it's got to happen right away.
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves.
He's had a goal! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Played out to the right. And the volley. Oh, shame, that was nicely worked.
It didn't quite come off on this occasion, but it only needs a gentle tweak.
It's come through. Goes for goal. Nice clear cut. It's a free kick. So here comes the substitution. Kovacic. And it's played forward. And it's Rashford. He's picked him out. Hits one! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Well, there are a few pockets of space that are being exploited, and they need filling. And fast.
And that's a foul. Free kick's been given. And here's Rashford. Can he get the shot away? No mistake! They have stolen level at the last! So all's... And time is up. Terrific match. Universal commitment to...